Hey guys, this is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. So let's go straight to our daily analysis, guys. It's Friday. It's Friday, and you know what? Nasdaq is crashing. Nasdaq is crashing. The market is crashing like seriously. So before I go there, remember I said I have like a $20 system, a signal system that can help you to give you extra signals. So that system you can also use your knowledge and add that with the system. Then you can just help each other. It should be there, not 100% for everything, but that can help you very nicely. Here is the system. You can see that. So you can see that the system is actually showing you the trend, those things that maybe you don't have time for them. You can see the trend here. It's telling you to do what? To sell only. For more details with the system, if you want enough or extra information, try to contact me. Then I'll give you more information about the system. So here we are. We are on US oil. So before, guys, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. The channel is growing very nicely, and I like that. You know, when you do something, you have to see the results. You have to get the results somewhere, somehow. So now we are on US oil. US oil, it was going up very nicely, but it seems like it's trying to reject. You see that? It seems like it's trying to reject. Let me remove this resistance here. You can see that actually around this area we had that resistance, and then the market was supposed to come back, retest before pushing up, but it seems like the market is going a bit lower, but we don't know if maybe it's going to push again, because it seems like it's pushing up again. Do you see that? So let's check that on a bit smaller time frame, like maybe 2 hours. Let's check on 2 hours. 2 hours time frame. We need to see if this it's giving us that retest, or maybe it's something else. Let me just reduce this. Sorry. Or let's start with the 4-hour time frame. Okay, on this 4-hour time frame, the aim is for me to draw this resistance line. You can see there. So it shows that the market actually broke that resistance, pushed up, came back again, but it seems like the market is now trying to push lower. But the best thing that you can see, you can do is you can wait and see if maybe the market is going to respect this resistance and push lower, or maybe the market is just giving us some fake move, which means the market might come back and try to push to the upside, which is possible. Another thing is maybe you can try to draw some sort of a resistance lines and or support lines, something like this, which I think it makes sense. Do you see that? I think that makes sense, because what I see is the market respected this area several times around that, and we see even here the market respected that. So for you to sell, wait for it to break. Let me zoom that. For you to sell, let's break this area. Let's break this area. Break this area, then we can say now it's time to sell. Or if the market is going to move above this resistance, you see this resistance, it's where we can say no, maybe the market was creating some fake moves, maybe now we're ready to move to the upside. Actually, somebody can just jump on it because they can remove this resistance here and say actually this is an uptrend, which makes sense because we see that the market might create something like that, as it created something like this from before. Do you see that? So this is a higher low where the market might push up. I also see something like that, unless if the market is going to break this area. I don't want to confuse you more on this, so let's move to the next one. Let's move to the next one, which is what? Which is gold, guys. Which is gold. We are on 4-hour time frame, so I don't want to waste much of your time. I just want to make this very quick, as I do these things every day, right? So you see here we were on a very nice uptrend, and to show that we were on a very nice uptrend, we see that the market really pushed to the upside. You can see the market, here we had some sort of a resistance, then the market tried to push lower, then boom, the market broke that resistance area. This one was never even there, the market just broke that very quick. Then after, the market is here, but we don't know if the market is going to come back here and respect this area before pushing up. But what we see is, we see like this area, it's respected, but mostly this thing will come back and respect the resistance. Even if we see this fake, these are just fake moves which wants to confuse us. So we can go to a bit smaller time frame and see maybe if we can get something. You can see that. So around this area, it seems like the market is respecting that area. And what we see is, somebody can call this head and shoulder. Do you see that? So which means the market might push lower. Do you see that? So, but what we can do is wait for the market to break this area, because the market might be forming maybe a new structure, which is possible. So it means for you to say or to decide, wait for the market to create something again, whether maybe a resistance, because at the moment we have a support, but I think the market might still come back around this area and retest that again. But still, the market might start to create some another move here and start to create something like that. Simple as that. So at the moment, I think I won't do anything, especially on gold at the moment. I will just wait for a very nice smooth structure that I can rely on. At the moment, I can't see that happening. So let's move to the next one, which is German40, German30. So what we see here is, we saw that the market was on that bearish momentum, and the market gave us some fake breakouts. Do you see that? The market gave us some fake breakouts around this area, and from this area we saw, if you bought here, obviously you were going to lose, because the market came back again and pushed the lower side. But this sell-off is not that crazy like what we saw on Nasdaq, guys. This move was not that crazy like what we saw on Nasdaq. So what we see is, the market is still respecting this downtrend. The market is still respecting this downtrend. So what you can do is, maybe you can wait for the market to reach this area. You can keep selling as we are on that downtrend. But this here was a fake breakout, because that is seriously a breakout, because if we go to a bit smaller time frame, you are going to see that the market closed above that, and tried to push higher again on the second candlestick, and this is a 2-hour time frame. If we go on an hour, you will see what I'm talking about. Then after, the market acted as it's going to respect that area again as a retest. Instead of the market retesting here, the market just kept going lower and lower, and that actually is not really good. It's a fake breakout. Mostly most people, I think, if they bought that, obviously they took some losses. I hope you understand. So I think this downtrend is still very strong. I think the market might keep going lower and lower, you see. So let's go straight to US30. US30 also gave us some sort of a fake move. You can see that we drawn our resistance around this area, and this is a 2-hour also. So if maybe we go on an hour, you will see what I'm trying to talk to you about. Let's see that. You can see the market closed above that, and the other candlestick also happened above here, closed above that. I see. You can see that the second candlestick closed above that, but immediately after those few hours, the market just dropped. But this drop, guys, I think is much better compared to what we saw on Nasdaq. Nasdaq is seriously bleeding. So let's go on a 4-hour time frame and see if maybe we can have something. So what I see here is, as we know that we have this support area, you can see that around 34,200. If you remember, I talked about this area yesterday. So what I see is, I think the market is going to push a little bit up, come back and respect this area before we see another push. That's what I see at the moment. So it means at the moment we don't even have that perfect support area. We can't say it's this area. So it means the perfect support that we have is the one that has been there for some time. So we're just waiting for the market to do its thing until it reaches this area. We can say now it's time to buy. Or actually, for those who sell, yeah, I think they can keep selling when the market is pushing, when it's giving them the lower high before, then they can keep selling until they reach this area. I think the market is going to keep selling until maybe next week, around the Fed interest rate, because those are the things that are pushing the market to the lower side. So you can see that here the market is trying to recover, but this I don't believe this is a nice recovery. I think the market might do something like this before pushing lower to the lowest side. So be careful when you open your trades. Make sure make sure that your trends are like perfectly drawn, so that you don't fall for fake moves. Yesterday we fall for this type of moves, especially on Nasdaq 100. Please guys, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. So let's go straight to Nasdaq. So here we are on Nasdaq, guys. We are on Nasdaq. We can see that the sell-off is quite big, guys. If we check, actually from December, the market has been like just selling. Just look at this. The market has been selling for some time now. So which means now the market is creating something like a support area. So the best thing that I can do here is to firstly show you on a daily time frame, so that we can see the bigger picture. We can just try to check the bigger picture, what's really happening. So actually we did have a support area or a support line, but that was broken because the market kept going lower. Let's try to draw that. You can see this is perfectly like something like this. We can draw another one. You can see that actually we are on a very strong bearish momentum, but the thing is, since we are on this bearish momentum, you can see that the market was respecting this support area. You can see that. So even here, then the market broke out of that, you see. So if the market broke out of that, we need to go a bit closer and see exactly what's really happening. At the moment, it seems like the market is respecting this area, but we still have to wait and see, because the market has been creating those type of moves for some time now. So which gives us some fake moves. So let me remove this. Let me remove this. I want you to see something. So you can see that on a bigger time frame, I did not see this actually, because it towards the time it was happening, we can see that here the market tried to break this area, even if the market came back again and respect that area. Then the second one just broke out of that, completely broke out of that. Then the second candlestick on a daily time frame came back and retested this area. The third one yesterday, the market came again and respected that area. Do you see that? We can see the wicks there. Do you see that? Because here is the support area. So the market came back and respect that. Even here respected. Then the market is pushing to the lowest side. So where can we say we have a support? I don't think this is a very strongest support that we can get out there. Why? Because actually it was diagonal. It was going like this. So we don't know if this area is going to be our support area, but we just have to wait for the market. So this type of a sell, I think we never had this type of a sell, a very strongest sell like this since 2020. The one that had moved like this and more than this, it was the time of coronavirus. But this one is still like a bit far, maybe to reach that area, that type of a sell. maybe it has to reach somewhere here, maybe 14,000. If we count from this area to maybe 14,000, yeah, we can say the sell, the percentage is just the same, because around this area, I try to compare it with some other areas, but this one is a bit bigger, which means it's crazy. It's crazy because we never had that type of a sell. But still, this might create another opportunity for us to buy again, you see. So I think we can start this year on a very good note. But we already took some losses, which is crazy, and which I don't like it, obviously. But we took those losses. I hope the market is going to recover. But the interest rates, which are going to happen on, I think, this Wednesday, Thursday, I think maybe they're going to be like positive. I hope they don't raise the interest rates, because that is going to push the market to the lowest rates. But over time, the market, I think, is still going to push lower. I mean, even if it pushes lower, I think over time the market is going to find its ground and start to push to the upside. At the moment, the market might do anything, but I think the market will push to the upside, which is something that we want, right? So what can we do at the moment? I think for us who buy, we can just wait. Actually, we broke out of this, so we should be looking for a downtrend, something like keep selling, something like that. At the moment, I don't see any opportunity for us to buy, even though we are at the lowest level, which is a very nice actually for us to buy. But the bearish is still very, very, very strong, guys. I wish or I hope the market later on is going to respect these areas and maybe push to the upper side. So let's go closer and see what maybe we can get. Let's check on an hour. On an hour, I don't know if maybe we're going to get something. Yeah, I can see here yesterday, I think we missed this, because I think we had something like this as our resistance before this one start. But later on, I start to see that, oh, this thing actually can create, we have some sort of a resistance which connects with that perfectly. You can see that. So I did not see that. I saw something like this, which made this as a fake breakout. We made small profit. Later on, that profit was cleared. You can see this type of moves, and it was really bad. I hope here maybe the market is going to retest and push to the upper side, but it seems like the market is still on that bearish. So be careful out there. Be careful out there. Losing is never a good thing. So just try to make sure that maybe you do your things right. Don't forget that I have that $20 system, which can also help you to make it in the market. Please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. Thank you guys for watching.